Jiven here, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to win some games in Trio Arena with high kills. I'll be going through some of our trio's gameplay, talking about a variety of things, such as what to do when your trio gets knocked, how to approach fights, how to set yourself up for the win, etc. Let's hop into it. So as you can see, I split from my teammates in this game and got a quick knock off the rip here, and then I start getting pushed by someone else. So I let my teammates know I'm being pushed and I don't have a shotgun, so they start applying pressure from their side and pushing over, and I'm able to pick up the easy kill. After that, we all have shotguns, we all have good health, so we start pushing everybody else in lazy. I know there's people down here in this basement, so I'm applying some pressure, trying to get them trapped. Temper and I pushed this guy as a duo at first. I was piece controlling while Temper's just applying pressure from behind. I get the quick kill, and then we shake down and we push the rest of them. At this point, it's just Temper and I down here, and Adil is split, so we tell Adil to come over and help us out. It's only 2 people down here, so Temper and I are just playing our angles, trying to get some shots, until Adil shows up and pushes them from behind. Once Adil gets here, we just wipe them so fast because we're pushing them from both sides, they're trapped in a corner, and Adil's a controller player, so he just hops right in. Temper and I tried not to push up too far until Adil got there, because once Adil gets there, it's just a free wipe because they're pressured from both sides. Early game fights are all about communication and trying to stick together. You want to fight together in early game because early game is when you're the least kitted, so you want to make sure that you fight together, otherwise you might die off rip. Basically, anytime my trio makes it out of early game, we destroy the rest of the lobby. So for us, early game is our toughest point, unless if we're together and communicating, then we get easy wipes. So we saw people pushing in towards the edge here, and we go over and fight them. I get weak here, and I want to make sure that I do not die. If you get weak, make your priority survival. Because if you get the first knock on the enemy team, you're most likely going to win the fight. So once I get weak here, I just tunnel away until I can heal up. And then I push back in and help my teammates, and we just collapse on them from all different sides and get the quick wipe. So before we started that fight, I was taking shots at Caddy, and I knew there were people over there, so I figured they would rotate in afterwards. So right after we finished that fight, I was like, get ready to fight again, because Caddy team is about to push up. Sure enough, they did, and because I knew they were coming, we were ready for them. They psychoed in one at a time and were really split, but our trio was sticking together, so that made this fight so easy to handle. Once you get one knock and it's a 3v2, you can wipe the others so easily if you just stick together and take shots together. There's no way one person is going to outbloom 3 people, you know what I mean? Listen to our comms this fight.
70?
Okay.
One shockwave up to us.
Oh, one, yep,
Yeah,
one's
go
up.
to Jack, go to Jack.
Okay. I mean, he's riding on me. He went up.
Dead. 20 feet. Nice.
The other one shocked away.
My boss.
47 on the one that shocked away.
160.
Dead.
Nice.
Wait.
Another
Oh,
one?
okay, never mind. It's okay.
Where'd the other one go?
Comms are the most important thing. As you could hear, we're calling out when we get people full box, we're calling out who we tag, we're calling out where people are, we're telling each other when we need help, we're telling each other where to go. It should be non-stop comms, and you need to be listening. Anyways, so after that fight, we knew that we cleared out this side of the map, so we got a rift fish and then we just landed on somebody. This fight, we were all just kind of doing our thing, trying to get that first knock in the fight. One thing to note is if you see 2 people in one box during a fight and you edit on them, they have the chance to double shotgun you. So if you see 2 people in one box, you shouldn't open up on them. But if you see one person split from the rest of their trio, you should try to get in on them. So I'm the healthiest in my trio at this point, so I'm just applying a lot of pressure, trying to get that first knock for us. And then once we get the first knock, we just collapse in on the rest of them. I forgot to get my finish here for a second, but I go back and shake them down. Anytime you get a knock and you don't really know exactly where the rest of the trio is, you should try to shake down because that gives you such an advantage in trios. So once I shake this person down, we just start hunting the rest of them together and eventually get the trio wipe.
They see me rolling.
Yep.
They hating.
60 weight. Nice.
Then we hop right into another fight, and Temper gets knocked here, so I instantly get to Temper. That's my main priority, get to Temper and save his life. You want to do everything you can to save your knocked teammates before they get finished. So I just hop right in and take a 50-50 with this dude. He was focused on finishing Temper, so I get the free kill. And then I instantly go for the res and tell Adil to come hold for me. If one of your teammates gets knocked, Number one priority is get together, have one person hold the walls and one person res. Even if it's in late game, no matter when it is, try to get the knocked teammate to a safe place, pick them up, throw them to one of your boxes, and then have one person hold. That trio ended up running away, so we find a new trio to fight and we wipe them real quick. I get a crack on this person and he starts cranking to height, so I just pressure him with all my might. I'm trying to get that first knock for our team. Once I get that knock, I'm not even worried about getting the finish because I know he's so high up that the trio's not going to be able to res. And so I just get to my trio and try to pressure the last two people as a trio. My teammates are so good that they wipe them before I can even get there. Then right away we push up to another trio and it turns out to be a solo. Adil wipes him before we can even get there. The young controller god Adil. Then we push up right to another fight and Adil gets knocked real quick here and I get one shot. The worst part about it was Adil got finished, so Temper and I are communicating. We're saying we need to get together, otherwise we're just probably going to die here. So I try to get some heals off and then I get to Temper as fast as I can, and we end up just disengaging from that fight because we're outmatched. They still have 3 most likely and it's just me and Temper. So we just position ourselves towards the edge of zone and start spraying in on people trying to get other people's shambles. So then moving zone starts happening and we try to stay towards the front edge of zone. As you can see, we bounce her ahead and then we're just trying to apply some pressure to people. I see a solo fly to the front edge of zone, so I push up to that and try to get the quick kill. This man shockwaved again, even though he was already towards front edge of zone, and I got some tags on him. I eventually disengaged just because I couldn't get him and I needed to stick with the Temper. I eventually get low on mats here and I need Temper to get to me. I tell him to come down to me and he does, but right as he does, somebody else drops on us, so he didn't have time to split me mats and I fall to low ground. Temper gets killed up there and then it's just a 1v1 situation after I pick up this kill on low ground. And at this point it's just like a 1v1 in zone wars, so I just get in that mindset and I win the fight. I'll let you guys watch it out and then I'll see you in game 2.
He's coming down. He's down. Nice. You're pretty low on builds, just be careful. Break the wall above. Let's go!
Let's go, bud.
Crusty sock. Get destroyed.
So game 2, we head back to Lazy. I land early on this SMG and try to get some tags on the guy in the sky. I let Temper know that I tagged this guy for 50 white because this dude was landing with Temper. As soon as I get a shotgun, I push over to Temper and we fight this dude together. Turns out his trio was over there as well, and so we just wiped them all together. Adil's a little split from us, which in most situations, you know, we'd try to stay together. It's all good. This game we were split, but we still survived. Adil's a master, so he can handle himself. After we killed those first few people, we all get together and push this team at gas station. I realize there's someone split that's trying to build fight me, and so I let my teammates know and Adil gets to me quick and we just hop on this dude together. We get the quick kill, I shake down, and I actually get dropped while I'm shaking, but it's all good, got the kill. Adil was there to help me out if I needed it. And yeah, we wiped that trio real quick. And then move over to Hunter's Haven, get a bounty, and keep on pushing. In this fight, I was a little bit behind, and they end up killing 2 people before I can even get there. They're just so good. And when I finally catch up, I just hop in, and we collapse on this third person together. And then we instantly go get another bounty and start pushing. So in this situation, we were on edge of zone, and I was trying to tell them that we got to go to zone, and I saw a solo pushing towards zone. So I just push after this solo, and I pick up the kill, and then I just keep pushing ahead to zone, and I know my teammates will catch up to me. They just wanted to third party that fight real quick, In trios, if you third party a fight that's been going on for a while, you can usually pick up the kills real quick. Temper and Adil cleaned up that fight real quick and then catch up with me in zone, and then we keep pushing. When I got to zone, I just based up and waited for them. I didn't want to push any fights by myself, and I didn't want to get pushed. So I just wait, I'm scanning the area until they catch up to me, and then we push together. As you can see in this fight, this trio was kind of based up, and they were burning. We knew this was such an easy fight because they were shambles in burning builds. Adil and Temper were pushing from one side while I'm pressuring from up top, and I'm able to get a knock, and we clean up that fight real quick. Pushing from different sides on people that are based up is 100% the god strat. And then we were just rotating around, and I was running through this building and this dude caught me off guard. Luckily I got the kill, but that was scary. Then we get healed up and pushed to another fight, and as you can see, Adil is spraying this wall, and I grab the wall and edit through, and then we're able to get the quick kill here. One person sprays the wall, the other person grabs the wall and makes an edit. That is the strat in team-based game modes. As you can see, it was just that simple strategy that got us in on this team, and then we just hit our shots and wiped them so fast. And then we push up to this team on high ground. I'm doing a couple retakes, protecting myself. And once we get up there, 2 players are in a box, and it's not good to edit in on 2 players, but my teammates were pushing in from the other side, and so I edited in, shot the guy that was looking at me, and the other guy was looking at Adil, and we just wiped them so fast. Pushing in from different angles, taking walls as a team, stuff like that is the stuff that's going to make you a god trio. You got to be communicating, you got to know when to be working together. With time, with enough practice, this stuff just becomes natural. But speaking of it being natural, I kind of jinxed it. In this fight, I went to edit the wall at the same time as my teammate, and we edited it and then closed it, and then I accidentally got in and got knocked here. But just like I talked about earlier, Temper made it an immediate priority to res me rather than keep pushing. So once he gets me rezzed, we just keep up the pressure. Eventually, Temper gets knocked here, and as you can see, I pick him up, take him somewhere safe, and I start to res. My teammates got kind of mad at me. They wanted to trick shot the last dude. I did not realize it was the last guy. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helped you out. If you haven't already seen, I have a video just like this on duos and a whole series of it on solos. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe and go check out those other videos. Also make sure to drop video ideas in the comments. I try to go through the comments and pick out some of my favorite ideas to feature them in videos. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. Have a nice day. Peace.